I don't know if I've ever seen a situation where a team has gone through so many quarterbacks starting and failing like the Denver Broncos have. Maybe the Cleveland Browns back in the Johnny Manziel days. But the Broncos have started 9 quarterbacks since Peyton Manning retired in 2015. And only Trevor Siemian managed to have a winning record out of all 9. The Broncos have only gotten 1 quarterback in the first round since then, and that would be Paxton Lynch, who was drafted 26 overall, but was a notorious draft bust. And despite them having the 5th overall pick in 2018, they decided to go with Bradley Chubb rather than Lamar Jackson or Josh Rosen, who were still on the board at that time. So how will they address this quarterback problem? They should have around the 10th pick in the 2021 NFL Draft and could get someone like Zach Wilson or Mac Jones. But I know John Elway has never drafted a quarterback that early. I have 2 quarterbacks that I think he could get. First is Gardner Minshew, and second is Dak Prescott. I know I might have just offended a lot of Cowboys fans, but hear me out. There's never been a quarterback that signed with the same team after being franchise tagged. It happened with Drew Brees in the Chargers, and it happened with Kirk Cousins in the Redskins. If Jerry Jones wants Prescott, he should have already paid him. And although $40 million a year is a lot, the Broncos should be able to afford him and protect him, which is something the Cowboys were not able to do in 2020, mainly due to injuries. And Dak throwing to Courtland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, and KJ Hamler would be a super scary offense. If Prescott enters free agency, I wouldn't be surprised if the Broncos make a huge push to sign him. Gardner Minshew is a player that I've been hoping to get on a good team for quite a while. I have multiple videos made on him and where he could go, and the Denver Broncos would be a perfect landing place for him. And I'm hoping that he can get on a team like this and show he is a franchise quarterback. And every time I suggest a trade for Gardner Minshew, everyone seems to think he's not a good player. But guys, I'm always here to tell you he is a great player and should never ever be taken lightly. He has a 3-to-1 interception touchdown ratio for his career, and he led the NFL in deep ball passer rating in his rookie year, with a 32nd ranked offensive line and a 32nd ranked position group at wide receiver. I believe he could take the Broncos to the playoffs in his first year starting. And if the Jaguars really do want to take Trevor Lawrence with the 1st overall pick, then I think if Denver offered a 2nd round pick for Minshew, I think the Jaguars would be all for it. I know there's plenty of other options like Jimmy Garoppolo, and like I mentioned earlier, Zach Wilson or Mac Jones, and they could even trade up and try to get someone like Lawrence. But I think with Minshew and Prescott, they'll be instant playoff contenders and should make it to the playoffs as soon as they get a reliable quarterback. And although Drew Lock seemed like a franchise quarterback in 2019, winning 3 out of 4 and having a 7-to-3 interception ratio, he's now thrown 15 interceptions to 14 touchdowns in almost a full year starting. It's interesting that John Elway, being a Hall of Fame quarterback, simply can't find this one crucial position to finish his team for a championship or playoff caliber team. The Denver Broncos have had some good rosters over the past few years, but simply have not been able to find a quarterback. So I hope they trade or draft or sign somebody this offseason to give them a chance to make a playoff run once again, like they did in 2015. Well, who do you think gives them the best chance of winning? Is it going into the draft and getting someone like Mac Jones or Zach Wilson, or even someone like Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields? Or is it signing someone like Prescott or trading for someone like Minshew? Let me know in the comment section below. I post twice a week quality NFL content that I'm sure you'll be entertained by. So make sure to hit the subscribe, and if you want to, make sure to hit the notification not to miss any of my future videos. Until next time.